Kumusta mga higala? Welcome sa My Law 101. Ako si Attorney Bingo Gonzales ug interesante kay ang atong hisgutan karon kay the political pot is boiling. Sugod na, at least it's going to simmer. It's simmering. Okay. Of course, ang akong kauban karon, of course, si Attorney Jessica Bansot Natad.
Maayong adlaw sa tanang mga natanaw karon sa Milo 101. Yan nasad mi si Attorney Bingo alang sa mabulukong
Yes.
paghisgot-hisgot sa mga balaod. And
Yes.
as Attorney Bingo said, we're going to discuss about election.
Oh.
And we are joined today by the regional election attorney, Attorney Ferdinand Gohilde, alang sa diskusyon nato bahin sa atong eleksyon.
Good afternoon, Attorney Guhilde.
May hapon sa tanan, no? Daghang salamat sa inyong imbitasyon.
Oh, sus kanang grabe naman yun siguro ka-busy ang inyong opisina ron, no? Kay grabe na jud kaayo ang kuan sa politika. So, we have already had the last day of the filing of the certificates of candidacy.
Yes.
Karong adlaw, I think on Monday, I think, or the Monday after the filing of the certificates of candidacy, nagsugod na punta sa atong registration. So, how long? This registration is actually an extension, no, of the original date of registration?
Actually, extension na ni siya kay supposedly nahuman ang rehistro pag September 30. Pero because of the increasing clamor gikan sa publiko, nga kung maayon ta i-extend ang rehistro. So naminaw sa dang Malak-an Bank misugot nga ma-extend until October 30.
Okay.
So October 30 ra gyud kutob.
That's an en-banc decision.
It is an unbanked decision.
Okay. All right. Sa pagkakaroon, what are you going to do? Kanang all of these certificates of candidacy, unsa may sunod nga proseso ni ini nga himuon sa COMELEC?
Okay. Ang tanang gi-file nga certificates of candidacy, dalho na ngadto sa Manila, sa Law Department, no? Ilan ang i-review unya. Pag tan-aw na sa Law Department, maghatag sila og kuan kaning kitawag nga tentative list of candidates for May 2022 elections, no? So diha nila makita ang ilang name to appear in the official ballot. So kung doon na sila correction nga i-request, mahimo pa nilang buhaton before mo finalize ang COMELEC sa lista because kaning name to appear in the official ballot is very crucial kay diri magtugod ang name recall. So it's either ang kandidato na gamit siya sa iyang nickname or sa iyang first name or sa iyang stage name. So diri nato So after ana, ibalik na, i-publish sa Law Department ang names to appear in the ballot, then doon na sila about a week to request for correction. Then after ana, i-submit na for final printing.
Okay.
Pero for now, ang pinaka-immediate good is karon ang period to file either a disqualification case or a petition for cancellation or denial of due course of the COC on the ground of either you are disqualified or you are a nuisance candidate.
Okay. So let's talk about ang pinaka I think biggest issue now is of course the presidential elections, no? Especially the presidential and the vice presidential elections. So what I'm saying is this. Kanang for the presidential elections, naamo gyud tay disqualification. Okay, under the law, unsa man gyud qualification sa usa ka tawo nga mo dagan pagka presidente o vice presidente? Ubos gyud sa atong konstitusyon.
Akong tanaw, Attorney Bingo, qualified ka actually, no? Okay. Number 1, dapat natural-born Filipino.
Yes.
Okay? Then number 2, at least 40 years old on the day of election.
I don't like you because you're telling me that I'm already 40. Actually, I'm over that, but you know. Anyway, yes.
Unya, dapat registered voter ka anywhere in the country.
Okay.
Unya, dapat unsay nga nani, resident ka sa Pilipinas at least 10 years prior to the day of election, which is May 9, 2022. And aside from that is literacy or the ability to read and write. So very minimal ang atong literacy requirement, basta lang makabasa o makasuwat pwede ka mo lansar pagka-presidente.
All right. Okay. So, all right. There has been a lot of issue, Attorney Jess, na kanang there's the issue about disqualifying a person because the law simply says that you're a Filipino citizen, a resident of 10 years,
40
a qualified
years old,
voter,
yes.
40 years old, etc.
Can read and write.
How does disqualification not stifle the rights of an ordinary, that's the reason for the constitutional guarantee, di ba, that all Filipinos can run for president, can run for vice president. So, when you disqualify a person, dili ba na siya maka-affectar sa iyang human, his constitutional right to run for office?
Nindot na kapangutana, no? Kaya actually ang Supreme Court doon na naigisulti ana sa kaso ni Eli Pamatong, no? Katong perennial natong nuisance candidate nga gideklara sa COMELEC. Magsige to siya balik-balik og lansar. In that particular case, ingon sa Supreme Court nga ang paglansar nimo into a public office is actually not a right. It is a mere privilege. Tungod kay ang naa sa atong konstitusyon nga nag-ingon nga equal opportunities to public service, ingon sa Supreme Court, that is not a self-executing provision.
Okay.
In other words, ang ingon sa Supreme Court is this. Ang COMELEC is actually empowered and sometimes, in the case of Pamatong, the COMELEC said nga Pamatong, Mr. Pamatong, you are a nuisance candidate tungod kay wala mi nakita nga doon na kay katakos paghimo og nationwide campaign para sa imong presidential ambition.
So aside,
now,
okay.
Yeah, let me continue lang. So now,
sorry.
you say, dili ba siya unfair nga I have all the qualifications?
Yes.
In fact, ingon ni Pamato nga, may problema sa COMELEC. Ingon ni Pamato nga, kaarugante sa COMELEC. I am a natural-born Filipino. I am at least 40 years old. I am a resident. Everything. I'm qualified. Ingon siya, how come the COMELEC is now disqualifying me? So mo ingon Supreme Court nga it is because if the COMELEC is not empowered to screen candidates kaniyang mahitabo. Di ba? Mangutana ko ninyo, mga panyera. Sa inyong tanaw, diri sa Pilipinas, di ba, we are at least about 110 million Filipinos, right? Sa 110 million Filipinos, pila ka diha ang ambisyoso mahimong presidente?
Usa na ko ana.
Ubay sad.
No, but
Estimate lang, estimate.
yeah, but what I'm saying is that okay, mag-agad ra gyud ta sa qualification in terms of financial capability of launching a campaign. We'll have to also before that, let me just put a premise ba. Ang COMELEC ba gakinahanglan og kanang gakinahanglan ka og petition or an actual person who will who will petition
for
di ba?
disqualification.
To disqualify a candidate.
Dahay pamaagi, either dunay petitioner or the COMELEC motu proprio.
Okay.
Pero still subject to due process. So panalit mo yun si COMELEC, uy, si Attorney Bingo Gonzales murag atong i-disqualify. Tagaan gyapon kag due process, patubagon ka sa COMELEC.
So sa ato pa magpakita ako nimo nga daghang kog kwarta nga maka
That you can launch a campaign.
To launch a campaign
national
because
campaign.
I know because it's a national campaign. It's really expensive, and but
Yeah,
you have
exactly.
but you have already made limitations. How much can you spend per person or per voter, di ba? How much you can spend per voter basta presidential candidate ka or national candidate ka or if you have a
local.
party or if you have a local candidate. Di ba yung ana?
Ako sang balik ko na pangutana
Alright.
si Attorney Jet atong
Sige, let's just say 50,000, attorney. Gusto out of the 110
20.
20, sige. Tara to
20 mil,
20,000.
20,000.
Dili ba nga atong buta, atong i-imprinta ang pangalan sa mga kandidato? Kung atong i-imprinta ang 2,000 ka kandidato for president in one ballot, Imagine how long.
I do understand what you're trying to say, but what I'm saying is, if the naaba kay, do you have a certain number? Has the COMELEC determined a certain number, the number of candidates that they will qualify? Let's say daghan gid kay sila, and let's say there are 300 people who are actually qualified, who are actually capable of mounting a campaign, who are actually sincerely wanting to run
serve.
and to serve, etc. Do you have any number, a limited number of people who you have determined
accommodate.
to accommodate?
Okay. Wala tay threshold yun na specific, no? Pero ang atong gitanaw diha is kanang kung makita sa COMELEC nga doon na kay capacity to mount a nationwide campaign, pwede kayo. However, katong Attorney Bingo, katong imong point ganina nga, sa ato pa, kinahanglan din na ako'y kwarta, no? It might appear nga murag mangita ang COMELEC sa imong financial capacity. It might appear to be that way. However, dili sa tanang higayon. It might factor, but it does not determine your qualification to run for public office. Meaning, pwede ka pobre, apan kung mapakita nimo nga lehitimo ang imong plataporma, doon na kay makinarya, daghay ni support nimo, daghay ni voluntaryo para nimo, himo gyapon ka palansaron sa COMELEC. Like this one, very specific example. In 2010, ka-familiar mo nga doon na tay Kapatiran Party?
Yes.
Kapatiran,
I remember, I kind of remember that, yes.
In 2010, ang Kapatiran Party, which is a virtual I'm sorry to say, daghan kayo dili familiar aning Kapatiran Party. But in 2010, dunay gialaw ang COMELEC pagpalansar presidential candidate gikan sa Kapatiran Party. So kung imong tan-awon, virtually sila, maybe wala kayo capacity to mount a nationwide campaign, pero gisugtan sa COMELEC on the basis nga nindot ang ilang plataporma. Seryoso sila because it is for environmental protection. In other words, one of the several factors na namuingon ng COMELEC nga ay basig wala kay capacity to mount a nationwide campaign, because actually when you say that, you're actually looking for something financial.
Right.
Di na ba kay kwarta, di ba? Murag diha padung eh. And it might amount to property qualification, which is not sanctioned by the Constitution.
Correct.
Di ba?
Oh.
So that's actually a very good argument. Pero ang akong tubagana is, among many other factors, usa lang na sa gikonsidera sa COMELEC. And my evidence is exactly the Kapatiran Party presidential candidate, even if virtually unknown, maybe not that moneyed, gisugtan sa COMELEC on the basis nga nindot ilang platform.
So depende lang jud sa pagdepensa sa imong kaugalingon nga
Yes,
you are.
yes, yes.
Oo. You can.
And yes, and also I think this is how I analyze that Supreme Court decision. When the COMELEC says nga you have no capacity to mount a nationwide campaign, I always say this. I think the COMELEC is just trying to tell you two words: reality check. No way in the world can you win the presidency. Kay para nako kung imong tanawon in the history, we had Salonga, who
Was very
probably many
famous,
people
yeah.
would say the best president this country never had. We had billionaires before. We had very prominent personalities before. Miriam Santiago could not
Yes.
win the presidency twice in her lifetime. And many other prominent people, di ba? Dunay makinarya, dunay partido, sikat kayo, sa surveys taas kayo, but could not win the presidency. So ang ingon sa Supreme Court, it's like the Supreme Court telling us nga, if these people could not win the presidency, how much more these ordinary mortals? Di ba? Nawala pa sa consciousness sa mga electorate. So I think that
I'm saying is this. Basin wala sila kwarta
Violent
kay
yun.
Dili man
Reaction.
kay one of the realities is the money that you need to in a campaign is daghan ba sa kay ng mga paandar, basig way ing anak nga kwarta ang giingon pasabot nga mao na nga wasad sila kadto kay way dili igo ang like that sa
ilaw.
sa ilaw, ano ato ni ato ning balikan ang atong ang atong discussion kay murag lingaw. Mubalik lang kita huwag lamang niini. Init karon ang issue about substitution. Unsa ba jud ning substitution? Ato ra gud ipangutana si Attorney Gohilde, unsa man yun sir?
Ang pangutana ni mo, Attorney Bingo, is panalit independent ka. Pwede ba ka mo substitute sa lain? Tama?
Pa-adapt
Yes,
ka, uglain
yes,
ka
yes.
partido.
Magpa-adapt ka.
Okay. So meaning gi-adapt ka sa kapartido.
Yes.
Okay, wala tay specific nga provision para ana, pero wala say specific nga prohibition. Okay? Wala giklaro sa balaod nga pwede, wala sa giklaro nga dili pwede.
So wala pa na nahitabo.
Pero sa atong tanaw, mahimo siya provided si independent candidate gi-adapt karon sa usa ka partido.
Okay.
O, because ayun siya nga, okay, amo na ka, kauban na ta. Then mupuli ka ani nga kandidato nga atong kauban sa partido. Mahimo na siya. Kay in fact, in 2013, dunay gisulti ang COMELEC sa 2013 nga elections, ang COMELEC nagingon nga kung pananglit ni withdraw na ka, di na ka pwede mo lansar, di na ka pwede mo substitute. Pero in 2016, the COMELEC said something else, ingon siya nga wala na ato na tong tangtangon kay wala tay legal basis. But pasabot, kung withdraw ka, mahimo ka mupuli og lain nga kandidato.
Okay.
So si independent candidate ni withdraw siya, pananglit, unya gi-adapt sa lain nga partido, mahimo siya mupuli sa lain.
Yeah, kay in the case of President Duterte, ni withdraw siya as a mayoralty candidate, and then was adopted by the PDP Laban na siya, no? Was adopted by the PDP Laban and became their presidential candidate. Niya gi-withdraw to ilang usa ka kandidato, correct? Mo ba tunay na hitabo?
Yes. I think ang issue diha is this, no? Murag ang pangutana gyud diha is di man na siya kauban sa partido nganong kalit nga nakauban, di ba?
Adapted.
Kana. Adapt nganong kalit gi-adapt. Ang nahitabo man gyud diha is if the party issues a CONA, certificate of nomination and acceptance in your favor, that is an internal party matter nga walay jurisdiction.
Yes.
So meaning the COMELEC cannot say di man na nimo member. But if that party says he is our member, he is going to be substitute, walay mahimo si COMELEC because that is an internal party matter.
Yes, because the reason again for the issue of the substitution is because of Sara Duterte, who is running for mayor, and gihugon-hugon yun og maayo nga siya gyud mo dagan as president because I mean, her campaign slogans and her posters are all over the country. I mean, like in Cebu palang daan, makakita jud ka, everybody is yun na siya. It doesn't say vote for me as president, of course, but it's just
presence.
Presence, putting in your name, putting in huge tarpaulins and ingana man. I think for all the people nga ni file og COC karon, ang iya mo pinakadagko nga mga tarpaulin. Of course, nisunod na sa drone ang kang Isko Moreno, nisunod na sa na siya, kay dagko na po na. But all the other tarpaulins that I have seen are small, relatively, katunga ra siguro or 1/4 sa ilahang perting dagko. Di ba? Mo gyud na siya kuan. So dako usod yun ang possibility nga mahitabo na. So what happens to the other, pag-withdraw, like for example, let's just say, although deny naman yun siya, no nga, there will be no substitution. But what I'm saying is, if she withdraws, kinsa may mupuli niya dito, mag-adapt na po niyang partido, uglain na pong tawo nga, mupuli para niya. Mo na?
Mo na may tabo. Puli-puli.
Magsumpay ko sa Attorney Bingo. Attorney, can a member of a political party nga wa ni file og candidacy, can he substitute?
Yes, definitely.
Kabaw na ko, ma'am.
Okay.
Kabaw na ko kisay mo dagan.
See, lingaw lagi kaning politika. So anyway, so sa imong yung tanaw, Attorney Gohilde, it will be about mga it will not be more than 10. Mga realistic count will be about mga 5. You think?
Maybe around that number.
Have all the kanang president, I was wondering why mas daghan ang presidential candidates sa vice presidential candidates, no? Dili day sila mo run as tanang tandem. Like in the States manggod lahi ba, di ba? O ikaw mo presidente, ikaw na mangampanya kay automatic imong vice kuyog nimo. Pero dili kay we have to vote separately man. So dili tanan nga ni file karon na ay kanang kauban?
Dili man package deal ang atong president o vice president.
Okay.
People can pick. I like this president from this party. I like this vice president from the other party.
Right.
Dili siya package deal.
Okay. All right. Okay.
Attorney, until when ang decision ninyo for disqualification of candidates? Like when
Unsa to?
when can we
Ano?
expect ang kanang decision sa COMELEC for disqualified candidates?
Okay. Now, kaning disqualification o tungod sa kadaghan sa petition for disqualification, unfortunately, dunay mga petition for disqualification nga madesisyonan human ang election.
Oh.
So tungod sa kadaghan no, tibuok Pilipinas gud unya ang atong law department usara naa sa Manila. So that is a possibility nga madesisyonan ang disqualification nimo after even proclamation, even i-assume na ang kandidato. Pero walay problema because ang imong pagka-disqualify, for example, it will retroact to the date of the elections.
Okay.
Na siya mahit.
All right. But if you are not this tanaw ninyo nga dili at the end of the day what you think qualified ay siya, pwede na siya. So, alkansi na kay siya kay wa man siya na-appeal sa ballot.
Okay. Ingani ni siya. So, that's a very good question, no? Ingani ni siya. So, di ba ang atong grounds for substitution is death, disqualification with finality, and also
withdrawal. Right.
Now, karon kaning November 15, atong giingon nga deadline for substitution.
Right.
Okay? Because of withdrawal.
Mm.
Oh,
Okay. However, kung ang rason nga dunay substitution is death and disqualification with finality, ang deadline ani actually is until noon or midday of elections. Okay?
Okay.
Kung
Death
rason-
na siya, death.
Death and disqualification.
Death and disqualification. Nganong lain-lain man ang period? It is because ingon sa Supreme Court, ang death and disqualification is not the volition of the candidate. Wala man siya wala niya tuyo ang namatay siya. Wala niya tuyo ang na-disqualify siya. Pero ang withdrawal, you have
Yes.
time to contemplate. Pwede nimo hunahon nga mo-withdraw ba kung dili. So dapat dunay deadline. November 15. Karon, what is the significance of November 15? Unsa man yun yung pitsaha nga anong paborito man ni sa COMELEC? It is because git-set na nato nga deadline because pag November 16, that's the start when we print the ballots.
Okay.
Oh,
Exactly what? Kung ni-withdraw ka, unya lahi ang upuli nimo, lahi ang apelyido, dapat on or before November 15. Aron ang atong printing sa ballots dili na madisturbo.
Okay.
However, if namatay si kandidato after November 15, na-disqualify si kandidato after November 15, what did we say? Pwede pa siya pulihan, di ba?
correct. At the noon of it all.
Pulihan siya provided siya ug ang nipuli niya the same surname. Nga naman.
Yes. Because of the printing.
na
Nga
mauli.
surname. Tungod kay nag-print na nata sa balota. So chances are, ang bana na disqualify pananglit, nipuli si asawa, same surname, even if ang pangalan sa balota, pangalan sa bana, pag shade sa butante, it will be counted to the wife na ni-replace
okay.
kay.
Right. Because I remember a certain nahitabo na, although gamay pa ko adto, no? You were probably not yet born. But anyway, atong si Magnolia Antonino, mo gito siya wife ni Antonino, I think, who died, and she had to substitute. So they got the wife to substitute so that
Unsa
they
man
had
ni
the
nga?
Anthony, I think
Mayor?
for dili to mayor,
President?
I think for kuanto, senator or something. Or something like that. But there was it was a very it was a thing that was much discussed during my youth.
time.
During my youth pa mang gyapon. But anyway, but it was a discussing because it was a different bag-o siya nga nahitabo nga ang asawa mo ni take over. But you know, ang akong point attorney, your husband may be or the wife may be the qualified candidate. And has the better qualifications, but died, and then the husband took over. And the husband is not as qualified. I mean, you know, kana. So, murag, di ba lain paminawon nga, murag, you know, kanang husband wife, kanang yung anak na di ay, madara na yung ginato-ato, you know?
Actually, maybe doon ay issue sa propriety.
Yeah.
Pero mao na atong giingon nga sa election man god, in case of doubt, we always say, let the people decide.
Yeah.
Attorney, what if disqualified siya but the candidate really knows that he is disqualified? Gitastingan lang si COMELEC. And then, the candidate when he filed, kabalo siya na posible siya ma-disqualify. But gitastingan si COMELEC, basig makalusot. And then, wala yun na disqualified. Pwede pa siya ilisan? Pwede pa siya i-substitute? knowing that he knows that he's
okay.
disqualified.
Wala siya ma-disqualify.
No,
Wala siya ma-disqualify.
No, na-disqualified siya. But at the outset, kabalo siya nga he could be disqualified. Then na-disqualify siya. Disqualify gid siya. Can he still be substituted?
Oh, yes.
Oh.
Okay, disqualify
atong-
naman siya. That's right. Disqualify.
Disqualify
But it was not his own volition, but that of COMELEC.
Or he knows from the start.
Yeah, he knows. So maybe
that he might be disqualified.
But the thing is,
that's correct. I think what Attorney Jess is saying is the candidate is in bad faith.
Yes, in bad faith.
Maybe that's what you're saying.
Yes,
Pero,
in bad faith.
however,
He knows.
regardless of good faith and bad faith, it is still the COMELEC that has the final authority to say you are disqualified.
okay.
Okay.
But even
So,
but as far as I know, basta nuisance candidate ka and you really have the kanagong intent ba, it's so hard to prove intent man, you know,
Yes.
and all that. But the thing is, if your bad faith can really be proven, all di ba naaman ay penal clauses ana, like you know, you get a big fine and then you even get a jail term.
Or you'd never...
Actually, kanay malikabon. Kanang giingon ni Attorney Jess nga in bad faith ka, you know nga disqualified ka, nilansar gid ka. Meaning, posible na makak ka sa imong certificate of candidacy. Di ba? Makak ka na material
Yes,
ground.
yes,
What is material ground? Meaning on your qualifications.
Residency,
So
perhaps.
now, gidisqualify ka sa COMELEC. That is only the electoral or administrative aspect. Doon na po tayo gitawag nga criminal aspect nga pwede ka ma-prosecute for material misrepresentation. So duha ang imong sala. Administratively na-disqualify ka, then you can be liable for criminal prosecution or even conviction for lying to your oath that
Yes.
you're qualified when in fact you're not. Duha na siya.
But
Okay.
still, you can be substituted.
Yes, they can still be
Okay.
substituted.
Can still
Of
be.
course. Yeah, no,
Pero,
but has
okay.
the COMELEC ever done that? Like filed a criminal case against a candidate nga na proven yun nila nga ang intent was fraudulent? Or not just the intent but his entries in his COC were fraudulent?
In fact, ang intent does not matter. Because you know why? Ang pag-violate mo sa election laws, if we're talking about election offense, that is actually mala prohibita. Here,
Yes.
lack of intent, good faith, lack of knowledge are not available as defense.
Okay.
Mo na ikakuyo, kung makasala ka og election offense. Kay it's a mala prohibita.
From the beginning, it's prohibited already.
So it does not work, attorney, nga you were never a candidate after all when you filed.
Kana insofar as disqualification na siya as administrative aspect mo matter na. Kaniha, let me illustrate.
Okay.
Para mas relatable siya, the case of Lucy Torres and Richard Gomez.
Okay.
Di ba si Richard Gomez, nilansar siya before, I think, district rep sa Ormoc. Karon lansar siya. Pero, he was sought disqualified on the ground nga, Richard, dili man ka taga Ormoc.
Residency.
Si Lucy man ang taga Ormoc. Taga Manila ka the whole time In fact, si Lucy ni sunod nimo sa Manila. So you cannot say nga ni join ka ni Lucy in Ormoc, di ba? Mo to issue, lack of residence, which is a minimum qualification to public office. And so now, Richard Gomez was disqualified because of lack of residence. Kung sa ilang gibuhat, disqualified si Richard, he did not appeal, iyang gipa-finalize ang disqualification. For the purpose nga si Lucy Torres, mao'y mupuli niya. Diba?
Okay.
So, puli si Lucy Torres. Pwede, even after November 15, ni-substitute si Lucy Torres. And of course, we know what happened. Lucy Torres won. Okay? However, the substitution was challenged on the ground that dili mahimo ilisan si Richard Gomez ni Lucy because Richard Gomez was not a candidate to begin with. The reason being is because Richard Gomez lacked one essential qualification, and that is residence. So, ang nahitabo, kay dili man day valid nga kandidato si Richard to begin with, he cannot be replaced by Lucy Torres. And so now the COMELEC said, tama, invalid ang substitution. Exactly why pagka-invalidate sa substitution, Lucy Torres was also asked to vacate the office. However, at that time, it was already, I think, a month prior to term end.
Okay.
So na siya, so
One month.
naka-serve na siya 1 month.
Nakaserve na siya until 1 month na lang after mo end yung term.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
I'm not even sure if naka-step down yun si Lucy. Pero I think naka-step down. Pero you know what? I think kung naka-step down si Lucy, it actually worked to her advantage because
It
if
has
you were
another
asked to
term.
step down by virtue of a writ of execution, it does not count as one term
Correct.
for the purpose
Oh.
of term limit.
So instead kuan 2 terms na
Makabalik
lang siya,
siya.
makabalik pa
Oh,
unta siya
babalik
for a new
from the
term,
start.
a new 3 terms.
Yes,
Yes,
okay.
exactly.
Oo.
Okay,
So,
so
ang nagpa-invalidate sa substitution, looking back, magbasol ka nga, uy, nahimo na nung upat ka term si Lucy Torres because the first term did not count because it was interrupted
Oo.
by her disqualification.
wasa siya kay bao nga madugay pud ba mga
Yeah. So dili gyud na siya mo matter, Attorney Guhilde, whether basta disqualified yung ka to sit down because the substitution was invalid. So kanang ang di gyud to siya mo matter whether you serve almost the end of your term and then tangtangon.
Now kani, napod ko ilang nga point, no? Duha ang klase sa pagka-disqualify nimo as candidate. Number 1 is kanang gitawag nato nga cancellation or denial of due course. Ang problem diha is you lack an essential qualification. Like for example,
Yes,
dili ka Pilipino, Amerikano di ka. Underage di ka. Mo na gitawag nato nga you are not a candidate to begin with.
Okay,
Okay.
yeah.
Ang disqualification, kaysa disqualification, it's like Attorney Dingo Gonzalez, perfect imong qualifications. Tanan, qualified good ka. But along the way, you did something to offend election laws. Like for example, si Attorney Bingo nag-overspend or namalit sa mga boto. Okay, so nakalapa siya sa election offenses. So karon na disqualify siya on that ground.
Okay.
Take note na perfect siya to begin with. She was a valid candidate. So tungod kay valid candidate man siya, na-disqualify lang siya karon.
Because
Pero-
right.
because of that
But
offense.
valid again. Okay.
Yes.
All
as
right.
opposed to
All right. So we'll go back to our discussion, no? Kay medyo napagitay commercial break kadiyot. Mubalik lang ta dayon. Promise. Okay, sakto na yun ang sigitang substitute o qualified. Basta na ay qualified, basta you're a qualified candidate, pero you did something
Makadisqualify.
nimo,
Oo.
i-disqualify ka, pero you're a qualified candidate. Pero from the
You
beginning,
must be a qualified
dili
candidate.
dili gyud ka qualified kay kuwang kag mga essential elements, mga essential requisites for requirements. So dili gyud ka qualified candidate. So mo na at
Okay.
least we had klaro.
Let's
Ang
start
atong
with that.
so atong klarohon ron unsa naman gyud nga we are already in the extended registration period, no? Attorney, daghan pa paghapon kaayong nagparehistro karon?
Daghay nagpunsiso karon kay ang mga key cities nato, Cebu City, Mandaue and Lapu-Lapu, naa sila karon sa mga malls, no?
Oo.
Daghan gihapon, daghang gihapon kay tao.
Oh gosh.
Ang pangutana sa kasagharan sa mga kandidato, attorney, from today or after sila naka-file, pwede na ba sila mangampanya?
Nindot na nga pangutana, no? Kay permis na kayo ng COMELEC
Talaga,
na,
oo.
okay. Ingat na hitabo, no? In one case, kanang gitawag nga Piñera ruling sa Supreme Court. Ang nahitabo ato is si Piñera nilansar for Vice Mayor. Humaniyag file sa iyang Certificate of Candidacy, nag-motorcade siya. Diba? Motorcade, nang labay tingaling mga kendi, nang kampanya, nagbabay-babay. So that's a form of campaign, correct? So now, gidisqualify siya sa COMELEC kay premature campaign. Wala pa may campaign period, ngano nang kampanya man ka.
Okay.
However, when it reached the Supreme Court said something else. Ingon sa Supreme Court, tungod kay naata sa automated elections, ang atong period to file Certificate of Candidacy is set way earlier. Sayo kayo, di ba? Karon gani, October, layo ka election ay October. Ang reason is because sa yuho nato kay imprinta ang balota nga naa ang pangalan sa mga kandidato for the purpose of campaign prohibitions. In other words, ingon sa Supreme Court, ni file ka sa imong COC, kandidato lang ka para sa ballot printing. In which case, after you file your COC, before the campaign period, that period from the time you file your COC until the campaign period, you can virtually make anything, say anything, do anything to promote your candidacy. And yet, the Supreme Court said that is not premature campaign, that is freedom of expression.
Oh, I like that.
So now, buot pasabot na mga panyera, panahon karon nagparamdam na sila, di ba? Ang COMELEC wala pa'y jurisdiction.
Oh, so pwede na.
Kaya wala pa man tayo campaign period.
Wa pa man gani, Attorney Guhilde, wa pa gani magsugod ang filing of the certificates of candidacy. Pwede nang daghanang tarpaulin. Pero
Exactly.
although it doesn't say, kay I think one of the cases atong una nga katubitong you could not get ads or you could get ads on television, pero it will just promote whatever kanang imong platform will be, for example, no? Pero dili pag yun wa ka niingon nga butariko, nagparamdam lang ka kumbaga, hi, I'm here. But because that has been done. And I think there was also a Supreme Court decision on that, di ba?
Yes, pero actually ang campaign does not require nga you have to state vote for, because ang campaign is actually defined as anything that you do to promote your candidacy directly or indirectly. So maski walay vote for, that's campaign. Pero again, because of that ruling, the Supreme Court said that's not premature campaign. That's freedom of expression.
So from now until the campaign period, they can campaign all they want without any rules.
Exactly, virtually. Mao to nga akong ingon nga walay jurisdiction ng COMELEC. Kay people would call us uy, COMELEC, inutil nyo. Hugaw na kayong syudad, dagan na kayong campaign materials. But the COMELEC, wala pa jurisdiction.
Yeah,
but the question is, so are we powerless? Are we powerless? Not necessarily. Nga naman, doon naman tayo local ordinances on anti-littering, anti-billboard, and doon na tayo civil code provisions on nuisance, di ba? Kung nakakasok yung pananaw, mahimo ni mong filean sa korte.
Okay.
So, sa pagkakaroon, wala jurisdiction ng COMELEC.
So in effect, because you can campaign within that period and during the period between the filing and the campaign period, there is no
rules.
No, there's in effect no campaign period because the whole point is magkampanya naman jud ka.
Yes, virtually walay dili pa ma-enforce ang election laws. So meaning there could be prohibitions but not insofar election is concerned. Nga tingali some other laws like talking on local ordinances.
Yeah. Okay. All right. But ang kanang ilang igasto sa kanang paghimo og tarpaulin before the campaign period, will that be counted as a campaign expense already? Nga ilang, di ba? Kaya naman provision. You cannot overspend.
How much should be spent?
That is a very good question, no? So nindot gyud ning abogado atong kay istorya kay incisive kay putana. Okay. Kani, that's a very good question kay dili klaro ang balaod ana. However, ang Supreme Court in one case niingon siya nga, okay, ni-file kag candidacy karon panalit si Attorney Jess, ni-file siya karon candidacy. The day after ni withdraw siya, di na lang ko anang politika di ba? Yung sa di na lang ko politika. But yet the Supreme Court said even if you withdrew a day after ka ni-file sa COC, you are still required to submit your statement of contribution and expenses. Kay nga naman, basig nakagasto na ka, basig doon na mga businessman nga ni-donate sa imong campaign, kinahanglan imo nang i-report. But pasabot, sa tubag sa pangutanan ni Attorney Bingo, monitored gihapon na siya nga expenses even if prior to the campaign period.
Okay.
Monitored siya.
Okay. Usa sa mga expenses, for example, during a campaign, is kanang because of course we're social media naman yun and everything I think is a social media thing.
Yes.
And of course there are trolls that you hire. And kuan ba that is a reality ba nga naag yung trolls nga nagmonitor sa tanan. I don't know how they do it but any little comment they run and there's this whole long unsa na chat thing ba about a long unsa gitawag ana nila kanang mga kuan ba nga but is that also being monitored by the COMELEC?
Yes, any expense should be monitored by COMELEC. Ang nahitabo lang kaning social media is murag ba the law is having a difficult time catching up with technology, no?
Yes.
So far as monitoring is concerned. Pero ang nahitabo is the last election niingon ng COMELEC nga okay, candidates, you need to submit the websites nga inyong gigamit for your campaign. kaya nga naman sa websites, iba mo gasto man kaana, ma-monitor natin expenses.
Facebook.
However, katong giingon ni Attorney Bingo nga trolls ba? Ningon ba kag trolls?
Yes.
Okay. So, if these are paid trolls, imong gibayaran ng mga trolls, that is still to be monitored. Dapat appeal siya sa imong campaign expense limitation. Pero again, akong ingon, it may be hard to monitor that o lisod siya. Pero let's try kung unsay let's see kung unsay guidelines nga buhaton sa COMELEC para ana kay kaning paid trolls, especially fake news. Kanit siya this is something yung nga dapat mo ma-address sa atong regulation sa COMELEC.
And COMELEC, do you have a website or a some kind of a site where people can go and ask, og tinuod ba ni dili ba? How can we,
okay.
It's so hard.
Lisod kayo no kay pwede man of course ang kandidato mo rehistro siya sa iyang legitimate nga website. Pero at the same time, maybe doon na siya buhaton nga laing nga website nga po ang trolls blah. Di gyud na niya i-declare sa COMELEC.
Of course.
No, di gyud na i-declare sa COMELEC. So, I think ang problema diha is lisod sa pag-monitor. So, mao na nga we really have to educate our electorate to be more discerning, especially sa social media. And that's a big challenge, I think. That's a big challenge.
Sa pagkakaroon, especially, no? Kay, di ba, we cannot even do distance learning o klaro ka sa nga tanan with this pandemic because, our kwan is in. Okay, go.
When is the campaign period, attorney?
Ang campaign period, no, lahi-lahi ni siya. Kung national candidate ka, you have 90 days until the day of election.
Okay.
I think that's going to be February 8 para sa mga senador, presidente, vice president, and party list. But for local candidates, that's 45 days prior to the day of election. I think that's going to be March 25, if I'm not mistaken.
For local
Ang sugod,
candidates.
ang sugod nila.
Sugod sa with rules.
Okay.
Good sa campaign period.
Laws,
Question.
Wait, national is February 8, local is March 25.
Okay.
March 25.
What about the party list? Perti masanang daghana. Do you also kanang qualify the party lists nga mga apply ninyo? Unsa man gyud kay daghan party list nga dili man gyud sila kuan di ba supposedly kanaman ang sa mga sectors nga dili kaayo represented. That's the whole reason for a party list, di ba?
I think ang nahitabo diya is ang tanang party list nga na-accredit sa COMELEC on paper. Okay? Everything is in order. Kay pag-petition mo for accreditation, it's about paper pleadings, the way how you substantiate that. Pero ang kamatuoran, okay, nga naa sa luyo sa imong party list, that is something that is better left probably to the judgment of the Filipino people.
Yeah.
Kay ang COMELEC manggod pagdawat niya sa imong application, it's all about paper. And it's so easy to state all the material allegations to make it appear nga legitimate ka nga party list. Di ba? So ultimately, it should be the people that decide. Maybe we're talking here about bogus party lists.
Yes.
Diba? Doon ay bogus party list nga. Dili man gyud mo nagrepresentar sa kanang gitawag nga marginalized and underrepresented, no?
Di man gyud because these are really kanang candidates, would-be candidates ba who really would like to join the elections kay naa naman ang ilang mother, naa naman ang ilang father, ilang whoever. So ari na lang siya sa party list
Maghimo na lang sa
maghimo na lang siya. Di naman siya pwede sa uban kay congressman ba ya? Na congressman naman iyang kuan. So mangita na lang siya another venue. And that has been nahitabo na gyud na siya.
Actually, mao nay nakita nga problema before kay hihimo siya nga backdoor.
Yes.
Para sa mga kandidato nga nag 3-term limit na kunuhay magtukod og party list para mabalik gihapon siya sa Kongreso.
Yes.
So ang nahitabo diha is kani man gud no. Sa una dunay nindot kaayong decision ng Supreme Court. Ang iyong Supreme Court sa una, kung party list rep ka, dapat you are one of the sector that you represent.
Correct.
Like for example, you say PWD, dapat PWD ka.
Or if you're a security guard ka.
Then the one nga gikan ana nga sektor. However, later on manggod no, I don't know why pero ningon ng Supreme Court nga there is no requirement nga dapat member ka sa sector. For as long as do na kay gitawag nga track record of advocacy para ana nga sector, pwede ka mahimo nga representative. It might work for some, like for example kani no, mga panyera, like for example kani. let's just say a party list for human rights victims. Kung pananglit ikaw, human rights lawyer, nga legitimate, you have a track record, pwede ka, mahimo nga representative nila. It might work, di ba? Kay you know exactly their situation. Pero ang problema is, what if party list sa mga security guard?
Correct.
Then ikaw, anak kag politiko, dato kayo mo, how can you represent the security guard? Pero again, ingon Supreme Court, well, if you can establish a track record, nga ni-suporta ka sa interest sa mga security guard.
Or if you're
So that's the
kanang security agency.
Oh, agency ka. Security agency ka. Ikaw tag-iya sa agency. Medyo lisod sa siguro na. Kaya parang, mura man nag-conflict of interest. Anyway, proposal. Diba? Pero muna, sa party list, sa pagkakaroon, pila na inyong party list, Attorney Guhilde nga accredited?
Daghan lahi ang accreditation sa ganahan mo appeal sa election.
Okay.
Let's say dunay 300 nga accredited. Out of 300 accredited, moingon pagid sila nga we intend to participate.
Okay.
Ka mo appeal, dili ka ma-appeal sa election. So
Okay.
let's just say sa 300 dunay 150 nga niingon we intend to participate. Pwede. In fact, last election dunay 120 something nga party list.
Yeah.
Nga ni appeal. Exactly why naa sila sa luyo sa balota, mao na nga taas atong balota tungod sa party list.
Okay, daghan.
Perting daghan. Unya kanang mo gihapon na nga kanang 3-2-1 like og daghang kag butante.
3 seats. 3 seats.
Di ba 3-2-1 man na siya, Attorney Guhilde? A certain kuan tulo imuha o a certain kuan o gamay ra imong kuan. Seats in Congress.
Okay.
Seats. Sorry.
Okay.
Oo, yeah.
Ang composition sa party list is 20% of the total number of seats sa regular nga district reps. 20% sila. So kaning 20%, ingon sa Supreme Court, dapat ni nato i-maximize. Ang buot pasabot, ang threshold mango dapat you get at least 2% of the votes cast for the party list.
Right.
Okay, 2% of the votes cast for the party list para tagaan ka guaranteed seat. That's the first round. Pananglit, ang usa ka party list, nakakuha silang 2%. So sa first nominee, automatic. Pwede na siya. Isulit siya. However, what if not everybody gets 2% and the 20% allocation for party list is not maximized? Then the Supreme Court said, round 2. Okay, so sa round 2, maski wala ka nag 2% pero number 1 ka, pwede. Pwede ka mataganon ka ng gitawag ng additional seat.
Unsa man number 1 in what?
Number 1 ka sa ranking. Pero wala mo kaabot sa 2%.
Okay. All right. Okay. So taga-agad
meaning,
seat.
first round of computation, once naka 2% mo,
Naaka.
mo na gitawang guaranteed seat. Garantisado, tuod ka sa party list. Pero karon, kung ang tanang guaranteed seats wala ni comprise sa 20% allocation, ingon ng Supreme Court, we have to maximize. Round 2 na sad. Maski wa ka kaabot sa 2% threshold, pero ikaw ang pinakataas, pwede ka ang pag-additional seat.
Okay. All right. Okay. So, wala gyud tayong oras no. Wala gyud tayong oras.
Sana po ako mga employees of government unsa ilahang mga angay likayan pero
okay.
Last na lang yun. Very short lang yun, Attorney Guhilde. Very short lang. At to answer Jessica's question, game.
Civil service employee, pag civil service employee ka, dapat non-partisan ka.
Yeah.
Kaya ngayon sa Supreme Court, di ka mag-apil-apil sa politika kay ang imong focus dapat pagserbisyo sa katawhan.
Okay.
Kung mo-apil-apil ka sa politika, that is very divisive. That's going even to be emotional, no? So ma-distract ka. O naging yung Supreme Court. However, doon ay mga exceptions. Kung civil service employee ka, mahimo man gihapon nga mo istorya ka sa liga sa mga issues sa election, kung mahimo ka mo butar. Kaya ang pagbutar is the most partisan activity there is. And that is the exception. Pero you cannot campaign. You cannot campaign pag civil service employee ka.
Hindi ko pwede maingon nga ako, I will vote for this.
You are from?
Maingon ko, attorney nga, I will vote for mayor
Whoever.
Pwede ra.
Okay. Ingon sa guidelines sa civil service and COMELEC joint guidelines, pwede. You can mention your preferred candidate. Pwede.
All right. Okay.
But just be careful because the mere mention might cross the line into campaigning.
Alright.
So pwede rin mo mention.
Okay. Alright, wala kita. This is it na yun. Salamat, Attorney Guildy, sa imong pakiguban
Kuwangin yung oras.
Lagi.
Kuwang yung kayo. Basig mag round 2 siguro tag. Murag hapit-hapit na in the
Murag
middle.
30 list, may round 2.
Mag round 2 ta. Okay, daghang salamat, Attorney Guildy, sa imong pakiguban namo. Daghang salamat sa mga
Welcome.
gala. Sa inyong pakiguban namo, Attorney
Daghang
Jess.
salamat sa inyong learning with us today. This is Attorney Jessica Banzonatan.
Ako sab si Attorney Vico Gonzalez.